You are listening to the Healthy Christian Women Podcast, brought to you by Fit+Faith, the podcast for Christian women to grow healthier in their mind, body, and spirit. Jumpstart your health with your complimentary mind, body, and spirit detox checklist at healthychristianwomen.com/detox. That's healthychristianwomen.com/detox. Here's your host, Dr. Melody Stevens.
Good morning. Hi, Dr. Melody here with Fit+Faith. Hello and welcome to our new series called Natural and Non-Toxic Living. Everything that we do is helping to support you and uplift you in healthy mind, body, or spirit. One or all of those things as much as possible in everything that we do. We started a new series called Natural and Non-Toxic Living. And so in this series, I'm helping you and teaching you the things that I've been learning that are helping us to return to nature, to remove what we call toxic burden in our life, the things that are in our surroundings that are actually making our health have to work harder to stay healthy. And so we're tackling those things one by one and helping you to live just healthy and whole in a more holistic way that supports your body's immune system, that boosts your immune system, that helps to prevent cancer and disease and all these things. And so that's what this series is all about. Today's topic, we're talking about what has been called the new secondhand smoke. So if you think about secondhand smoke, this is the toxicity that is involved when you're breathing in this smoke that is in the air. And so we know through much science and devastation actually how detrimental that is for your body, right? How it can lead to cancer, and it makes your lungs work so much harder. You know, it clogs up your lungs. It has all these negative things for secondhand smoke. Well, we think, well, what could be, worse or as bad as that for my health? But there's actually things that you're not really aware of or may not be aware of yet that you're interacting with every day that have that same toxicity for your body, but just in different ways. And so we talk about reducing toxic burden, and that since 1900, there has been 78,000 new chemicals introduced into the world that were never there before. And so literally we're living in a culture and a society that we are surrounded by toxic chemicals all the time. And it begins to build up in our body what we call toxic burden. So these are the things that we're kind of looking around and saying, where can I begin to start reducing this toxic burden in my life? And so how do we know that we have toxic burden? Well, we feel sluggish, right? We have brain fog. Maybe we have headaches. We have inflammation. We have joint pain. We have all these different things. We have trouble going on with our gut health and with our hormone balances, right? All of these things, many contributors to that can be coming from toxic burden with the chemicals that you're interacting with every day. Did you know that women interact with up to 500 chemicals every day? And it's like, where are these things coming from? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, here we go. Let's just dive into it. So there is something that as you start looking at the things that you use throughout the day, you start looking at, what you're cleaning with, you look at your shower and the products that you're using there, turn to the back, look at the ingredients, and see if you can see something that says fragrance or parfum. Fragrance or parfum. You're going to notice that you probably see this in just about every product that you interact with, in your laundry detergent, in your soaps, dishwashing soaps, in your shampoos and conditioner. However, the unfortunate thing is that although that's what is put into the products to make it smell good, right? It actually covers up or masks the chemicals, the smell that may have, or there's no smell at all, so it's giving it a smell. But that parfum, that fragrance, is the actual one of the toxins itself. So there's been studies that are showing that this inhalation of fragrance, which is artificial chemically produced fragrances, this is actually making hormone imbalances. This is leading to cancer. This is just making our bodies more highly inflammatory. And it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do about this? This is in all the different products that I may be using. So we're going to talk today about how you can begin little by little without getting overwhelmed, how you can begin to reduce that toxic burden by returning to nature. That's what this whole series is about, is returning to nature. So what would be the natural equivalent then to a manufactured, chemically produced fragrance? What would be the natural counterbalance to that? It would be pure, natural essential oils. Pure, natural essential oils. As you begin to experience essential oils and start to incorporate them into your life, you're going to begin, your nose is going to completely be able to tell the difference. Completely be able to tell the difference between a manufactured chemical fragrance or an essential oil. You will begin to sniff out and be able to tell, like, oh, this is natural, this is nature, I can tell. Or you start to smell something, and if you can't really put your finger on what exactly are the essences there, what is that made up of, then most likely that's coming from a fragrance, which is just a mix or a blend of chemicals that you're smelling. And it's like, why do chemicals smell good, right? Because this is the trouble. We think about the things that are harmful for our body, okay? What are the common things that are harmful for our body? We know that caffeine can be harmful in high doses for our body, but yet we like the taste of coffee and tea. We know that sugar is absolutely detrimental to our body, but yet we love cakes and donuts, right? Cereals and all the things. Why do some people love the smell of gasoline, pumping gasoline, when that's absolutely toxic chemicals coming in? Why do some people like the smell of bleach when that's chemicals that you're smelling? When you think of a new car, right? You love new car smell. Well, new car smell is just chemicals. It's just all these petroleum-based chemicals that you are now breathing in, and it's going into your body. It's affecting your blood chemistry. And so it begins to have detrimental effects for your body when it builds up over time. So why do we like the things that smell good to us, but yet they're totally harmful and toxic for us? But this is the same with an artificial fragrance, a parfum. So we want to begin to return to nature because everything in nature has a positive benefit for us. Well, I have to put a caveat on that. Even with essential oils, it is possible to have it be harmful or detrimental to your body if it's not used in the right way. So you need to begin to do some education about that. But I have good resources and people that I could send you to that would help you understand that a little bit more. So we need to put that caveat. But in the vast majority of things, the essential oils that are produced in nature have wonderful benefits for us. They have wonderful benefits for our hormone balances. They have wonderful benefits for our mood enhancing, right? Essential oils produce wonderful benefits for our body. Did you even know that grapefruit essential oil can even help with appetite suppression and weight loss, right? So there's amazing things in nature that we can begin to start replacing these toxic chemicals that are increasing toxic burden and leading to detrimental long-term diseases that we are interacting with every single day. So I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, now I have nothing to use. I have nothing to wash my things with. I have nothing to, do my laundry with. Like, what am I going to do? But I'm going to show you some easy ways, and I've got some resources for you that little by little, what I want you to do today is just pick one thing, just one thing that you can begin making a swap for a natural alternative rather than the toxic alternative, right? So if you're someone who loves to have candles and burn candles all the time, you have to be careful as to what is the fragrance in that candle, or is it a natural candle made from beeswax and with essential oils? Because that's what's getting released into the air, and that's what you're breathing in. And so when you breathe something in, it goes into your lungs and immediately transfers into your bloodstream. So we talked last time about what we put on our skin immediately gets translated into our blood. Now what we breathe in, you need to know that it immediately gets transported into your blood via your lungs. So One thing, I want you to pick one thing. Is it candles in your home that you could switch to a natural burning candle? Is it maybe the perfume that you wear every day that you could switch to essential oils as your perfume? Isn't that fantastic? Oh, I love that. That is my favorite thing to do. I never really got big into perfumes. I have bottles of perfumes and I never really got into it. But essential oils, oh, I want to put them on and wear them every day, and they smell so good and they have amazing uplifting qualities for you. I'm going to share two of my favorites right now are some blends. There's great blends out there. So you don't have to make this on your own, but there's great blends out there. And two of my favorites, this one here, they're both roll-ons. And this one is a ritual oil for activation with hyssop and passion flower and then other essential oils. And you rub it on, you rub it in, you smell it and breathe it in. And it has these essential oils that are specifically, that help with mental clarity. They help with focus. They help with brain fog, right? So essential oils have incredible properties, and I'm going to share a great little resource for you today that Brittany probably knows about if she's still watching. Another one of my favorites is a blend specifically called Happiness, and it is a blend specifically to help all those happy chemicals in your brain. It helps to activate those. So it's a very complex blend that helps to activate happiness. So there's amazing things in essential oils that can help with your mood. They can help to calm you down. You can diffuse essential oils into your home to make you feel something. So say you want to feel just more uplifted and vibrant, then you could diffuse some citrus type essential oils. Say you wanted to feel like calm and relaxed and you're really stressed out and you want to relax, you could diffuse calming essential oils like lavender and chamomile. So there's lots of different options, right? So this is a really great book here called Emotions and Essential Oils. Emotions and Essential Oils. So if you do begin to want to begin incorporating essential oils into your life, this is a fantastic resource to begin understanding how they affect our body in a very positive way. So pick one thing in your life right now. Is it the perfume that you wear? Is it the candles that you're burning? You know, is it the soap, maybe the dishwashing soap or the laundry detergent? I want to share with you one other resource that I love called Essential Oils Ancient Medicine. This is by Dr. Josh Axe and a few other guys. It's called Essential Oils Ancient Medicine. It gives some easy DIY for your household cleaning products. So how easy it could be, how easy it could really be, especially if you love to do crafts, if you love to get crafty and do DIY stuff, this is going to be so easy. You don't have to be overwhelmed by it, but easy ways that you could begin to make your own laundry detergent, your own, fabric softener. It's super, super simple, guys. And so without being overwhelmed, right? An easy household kitchen spray. So instead of using a chemical-based spray that has all these warnings on the back and says may contain chemicals that cause cancer and all these, why are we using it then? Why are we using it then? Let's take one thing in our home. This is the process of reducing toxic burden, is it starts with one thing. Pick your room. Is it a bathroom? Is it the kitchen, right? Pick one thing and let's begin to swap it with a healthy, all-natural alternative. And the key here is that if you're going to a natural health store, this is where you can get some store-bought stuff. If you're like, I'm not crafty, I'm not DIY, I don't have the time, I don't want to do it, but I want to improve my health, right? I want to help prevent diseases in my health and for my family, then let's go to an all-natural store. There's a lot of them out there. There's here in San Diego, we do have more than maybe some other smaller towns, but begin to do your research for an all-natural store, right? Could that be Whole Foods? Could that be Lazy Acres? Could that be Sprouts? Could that be Jimbo's? We have a lot of different ones. And then into their natural cleaning area, look on the back and you'll know right away. Just look at the ingredients and does it say fragrance/parfum? Either of those words, or does it say just essential oils? That's how you'll know. So you are becoming the educated consumer, right? You are becoming the educated consumer and you are beginning to make better choices for your health one by one, just one by one, right? What is like that old thing? How do you, I don't even know, it's gross to me, but it's like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So it's like one thing at a time, one little thing at a time. So you don't have to get overwhelmed, but you know, you're doing positive things for your health. And I love both of these resources about understanding essential oils and natural herbs and botanicals. So let's see, Trinidad says, where do you buy your roller perfumes, etc. online? Yes, I use a specific company based out of Colorado where I get my blends, the ones I shared today for happiness and for bloom, which actually like calms down your body and gives you more focus. So I'll be more than happy to share that with you. You can always send me a message here at fit+faith.com. I'm Fit+Faith Facebook page, and you can send me a message and I'll get that information to you. But if you get DIY and crafty and you want to make your own, then that's cool too. You know, you can easily buy roller bottles online. You can buy carrier oil like a coconut oil or an apricot oil. And so you can begin to make your own. You can diffuse your own and you can be feeling better it just makes you feel better. This is what's so cool is that nature is filled with its own natural, alive, and active properties that interact with our body in the perfect way. In the perfect way. Because we are returning to nature, which is the perfect complement to our bodies that were created from nature, right? So this is how we can make that transition. So I'll post these for you. And again, those books, if you're interested for yourself, is Essential Oils, Ancient Medicine. And this other book called Emotions and Essential Oils, absolutely fascinating. I love those things. So the number one way that you can begin to reduce toxic burden, to begin to be aware that there is something that is deceiving because it smells good, right? It smells good. It's that fragrance, that false fragrance, that chemical-made, chemical lab fragrance or perfume. And so it's called the new secondhand smoke, but we don't realize that it's toxic to our body because it smells good. But I want you to just be thinking how similar that is to so many other things, right? It feels good, it smells good, we think it's good, it tastes good. So therefore we don't think it's a problem. But can't you think of so many things right now where that is absolutely not the case? You know, so many things where that is absolutely not the case. We need to be educated. We need to understand. All right, so I hope that that's helpful for you. So I want you to think right now, what is that one thing that you could begin to do today? I don't want this to be information that just goes in one ear, out the other. I don't want you to be overwhelmed, but the process of improving your health is one day at a time, one step at a time. And just like anything else, you just pick one thing, take action on it, and you're moving forward in the right direction. Reducing toxic burden in your life is one thing at a time, one day at a time, right? It's more than just what we eat. It's more than just exercising. It's learning how nature can help your body and how stepping away from the toxic chemicals that surround us every day, you're doing an act of self-care. Like truly, when I began to move toward more natural living in my health, in my diet, in essential oils, it's truly an act of self-care. What do they say? 1 ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? 1 ounce of prevention, one little thing is worth a pound of cure. It is worth so much that you would have to do on the back end once the disease comes, right? Or something like that. Once the damage has been done. 1 ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So what could you begin to do right now? One thing today to start stepping away from those toxic chemicals that surround us and begin returning to nature. All right. I love you all. I hope this was helpful for you. Definitely let me know any questions that you have, or you want personal recommendations, or you want to learn blends that I use and where I get those from an apothecary in Colorado. Then send me a message right here on the Fit+Faith page, and I will be happy to help you out. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you again of our natural and non-toxic living series. Have a great day. Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe and join me next week for the next episode of the Healthy Christian Women Podcast. inspiring Christian women to live healthier in their mind, body, and spirit, one day at a time. Grab your complimentary mind, body, and spirit detox checklist at healthychristianwomen.com/detox. That's healthychristianwomen.com/detox.